Cello, how you brothers doing today? Hopefully all is well. I'm going to say that if you're watching the show, all is well. So, I have to say that the last show brought us some very, very interesting answers. But I don't think that some people wanted me to put up some of the things that they said, as well as some people actually did respond to the whole other show that brought up so much controversy. And I don't think they want me to put that stuff up either. So I'm going to chill. Now, if they react to the show and they tell me to put it up, sure. But I'm not. So I'm just going to leave it alone. So I grabbed 2 comments that were made based off of, past shows, whatever the case may be. And we'll get into that, of course. But let us get into the Woman Crush Wednesday woman of this episode. I actually ran into this one from researching the last one. I gotta make sure I say this name right. Amanda Villagrana or Villagrana. Hopefully I said it right. Now I send these to the people that who I showcase. I send these shows to them. So if she sees this, she'll correct me on it. And then I'll let you know that I didn't say it right. But for now, let's get into Manda. Well, let's move on to Manda. All right, so let's get into the comments. Comment number 1.
And now, here to tell you everything about anything.
This is a good one. Nice, long, good one. And I have to say this about that. Personally, I think being a gentleman is about respecting women, but it's also going that extra mile, walking your lady down the road and you're putting yourself in harm's way, opening the door for her, just doing things to make her feel like a woman while showcasing that you're a man about yours, So I like XF. I like that. I like the way that you answered that. And, I think that with your viewpoint, there's a lot of men that are on that right now. A lot more men on that now than, say, the early 1900s, turn of the century type deal, So thank you for that response. On to comment number 2. Now, this one is in regard to last week's question and the week before. I like the fact that he answered them both the way he did. I like how this one was responded to because that is the overall perception as far as how it is that we treat women nowadays. And in earlier times, from what I take of it, in earlier times, turn of the century, prior to that, men would treat their ladies with respect. Some did smack them around, and it was a lot more open, like you'd see that on TV and all that, a lot more open then than it is now. But when it came down to being a gentleman, um, it was just a blind faith thing. Like you knew that if you see a woman, you treat her like a gentleman. You treat her, you be a gentleman. But now with the music that's out, that's fostering, cheating on your man, cheating on your lady, and all this other stuff, there's a whole different viewpoint now on how the sexes deal with each other and view each other. You can be that person that stands out and be be someone who does chivalry or practices chivalry. There it is. For the most part, you be a minority now. Now, is there anything wrong with being a minority in a situation? The way I take what you said, and take it as you will, things being the way they are, and everything being towards just debauchery, it is kind of hard to be a gentleman nowadays. Now I still practice it, have no problem with it. Have 3 daughters, so I want it to be karmic. But again, I ask these questions because I want to know how you feel about it. All right, and with that, let's go into today's topic. A good buddy of mine, a well-known buddy of mine, and I were on the phone and we were talking about the term man up. Man up.
10 responses to the phrase man up. 1. Fuck you.
Man up. What does that mean?
Oh, man up. Yeah, that's that new superhero, right? Mild-mannered supplement salesman Mark Mann strongs to the magic words man up and then transforms into the 5 o'clock shadow. The massively muscled, deep-voiced leather duster wearing Superman who defends the world from, I don't know, feelings.
Exactly. What does that mean? Because if you have a penis, regardless of how you use it, you're a man. If you have a mustache and a beard, you're a man. If you don't have a mustache and a beard, you could still be a man. What does that term mean? And it's funny because looking up the subject, I ran into the poet that you're seeing, and he kind of wrapped up exactly what the thought process was.
If you want to question my masculinity, like a schoolyard circle of curses, like a sword fight with lightsaber erections, save your breath, because contrary to what you may believe, not every problem can be solved by growing a pair. You cannot arm wrestle your way out of chemical depression. The CEO of the company that just laid you off does not care how much you bench, and I promise there is no light beer in the universe full-bodied enough to make you love yourself.
Goes back to being a gentleman. You're putting yourself in harm's way. You're the father of kids. You're a husband. That puts you in a man's position. If you're a man with a beard, a full-fledged beard, penis, and you're wearing a woman's dress, you can't go into the woman's bathroom. Now, North Carolina has proven that. North Carolina is all about that right now. But in all actuality, to me, even though this show is about the theory of being a real man is a physical being. Period. It's not a theory. It is not what you think men should do. Because if you look at some of the stuff that would make you a man, it's dumb shit. It's you putting yourself in a position where you're killed before everyone else. Now, you should be a protector, but you shouldn't just die in the name of being a man. You don't know what's going to happen after that. And then most of the times, men end up in jail and their ladies end up with some other man. Now, what does that do for you? Make you honorable? Does that put you in a position that now you should get a trophy as the #1 husband, boyfriend, #1 dad? Do you get any of that? Life is very, very, very easy. You live it. You eat, sleep, drink, have shelter, and have a good life. Have a happy life. And we make it more complicated. And this is an example of that. These theories and all of that. And I personally am going to speak for myself. I've been with some women that have challenged my manhood, but it was a way for them to get what they wanted. Oh, you don't do such and such? You're not going to do such and such? You're not going to give me money for such and such? You're not paying for such and such? You ain't no man. Sorry, ladies. I am a man. That's why you were with me. I just want to know, what does that mean to you? What does that mean? Man up. It's some bullshit. But I'd be interested to know what it is that you got to say about it. Right down here. Right down here. And then we'll, of course, discuss it. With that being said, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this on up. And we're going to get into our bye-bye boobs. With that, I say, later. All right, Snapchatters, you know what to do. Snap this. Get down with it. I will see you when I see you. Later.